Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Danielle, and today I'm going to be sharing with you how to host a clothing swap party. Tip number one, dream list. Before I even go to the grocery store, I create a dream list. On this dream list, I put any sort of decorations I want for the party, the theme of the party, the feel that I want it to have, any sort of drink list that I'm thinking of, and then obviously the food. From there, I start to break it down into more of a realistic view of the party. How many friends are actually going to be there? Is the party more about eating food or more about socializing and chatting it up with friends? In this case, the party is more about the chatting with friends and shopping each other's closets. So I could cut down on all the extravagant food that I was wanting to have when I first made my dream list. Tip number two, reuse items around your house. And I know this sounds kind of basic, but we totally forget, or at least I do, when I start dreaming of a party. I'm thinking of all the fun things I have to go out and buy and get and do, and then it just feels so overwhelming. So I stop and I say, okay, Danielle, what things do I actually already own that would be fun to use and to use in a new way? I definitely have some dishes that I only get out once or twice a year for fancy special occasions. And so why not use that fun dish from grandma or great aunt to put earrings in, or, you know, since this is a clothing shopping party and accessories, you can use those fun elements like that to make it feel like a real store. Tip number three, know your friends and throw a party that's going to be awesome for you and for them. What I mean by that is, know your friends. If it's fun to get together and to dress it up and do something sort of fancy, then do that. If your friends are just looking for a space to come over and chill and it's more about the conversation, then ease up on it and just let it also be super casual. You can totally have the couch set up with all your clothes just laid out on it if you want. That's fine. Or have racks. Set up clothes on racks and make it feel like a fun store. Put up a sign on the bathroom that says dressing room. Just make it feel really special and have a fun drink. It's totally up to you, and you know your friends way better than anybody else. So just feel out what your friends are wanting and what sort of a party this is. That's it, friends. I will bring you along, and I'm excited for you to see what I do with my clothing swap party. Good morning, everyone. It is the morning of the event, and I'm going to give you a little piece of advice that a friend gave to me once. She reminded me that the whole rest of the day is going to be a little frantic, that I'm going to be running around, putting out this fire, doing this, doing that, and it's going to be exhausting. It is. It's exhausting to host parties and run events sometimes. And so she encouraged me to take some time in the morning and to do a little self-care, whatever that looks like to you. So for me, self-care, I'm doing the depuffer little eye masks. I'm going to enjoy my very, very large cup of coffee. With that, some coconut water so I stay hydrated, and then I'm just going to read a couple chapters of my book. Alright, I have just finished my self-care routine. That was about an hour, and so now I have a few more hours to go before I'm going to head out. I like to take this time to go over my list and make sure I have everything set out and ready to go. That way, at the last minute, I'm not rushing around crazy feeling overwhelmed. The biggest piece of advice that I could give to you is to just make it easy for yourself. Do as much as you can ahead of time, days before, and for me, lists really help. That is something that I have always done and will always do. That way I'm just setting little checklists and reminders for myself throughout the day, and it doesn't all have to stay in here and I go crazy because I'm feeling like I'm missing something. So a few hours out before leaving, I'll just go through that checklist and make sure I have all the things, make sure I've packed the plates. That way now I can take the time to put some makeup on, get dressed for the day, and just feel really strong and confident and ready to throw this party. As I was packing up all my items for the party, I also like to create a party setup list. As best I can, when I get to the event or to the space, things always change and happen, but this way I at least have somewhat of a game plan going into it. And so I just list what I'm doing, the party setup, where it's at, time, just as another visual reminder. That is how I work. You could also plug all this into your phone or however it works best for you. And then I just set out a little timeline, so the time I plan on getting there and what I'm going to do all the way up to the hour of the party. On this list, I add a little space about 15 minutes before the party starts, and I literally write out, take a deep breath and enjoy what you do. I think it's so important just to have that reminder, because no matter what you're doing or what your field of work looks like, it can become overwhelming and you just lose a little bit of the focus of why you do it and what the point of any of it is. And so about 15 minutes out, I like to just remind myself to take a deep breath, look around, and just enjoy what I have created and put together. And I feel like that way it helps you have a fresh focus for when your guests arrive, and you're able to see them more in the present moment and just be there and have an awesome event, which is what it's all about anyway, is to get with your girlfriends and have a fun time. I'm here where the event is going to be today, and I just wanted to show you how beautiful the front lobby